Turn-based strategy is something I've grown a love for over these past few years. With Firaxis' stab at the XCOM series being my first real experience with the genre, it's only become stronger with expanding my taste into more RPG and tactical oriented turn-based games like Shadowrun Returns and Advance Wars. Swedish developer Image & Form aim to wrangle fans of the genre with their newest title SteamWorld Heist. How does it fare? Let's take a look. SteamWorld Heist is another entry in the SteamWorld franchise alongside SteamWorld Dig and SteamWorld Tower Defense, and that's me saying SteamWorld way too many times in the same sentence. But instead of mining or defending against human threats, Heist puts you in the clunking boots of Captain Piper Faraday, a pirate smuggler dealing with the increasing threat of treacherous scrapbots and diesel-powered loyalists. Faraday and her crew put aside their pirating ways to take up the cause to quell the greater evils that prey upon weaker steambots. While the straightforward narrative might not be a huge draw, the charm SteamWorld Heist emanates is palpable. The characters Faraday can recruit on her journey burst at the seams with personality in their design, dialogue and even character abilities. The amount of non-sequiturs, wordplay and puns are in no shortage aboard your ship as crewmates chime in with their thoughts or discuss their pasts between missions. The writing does a great service in making sure the humour never overstays its welcome, and that gives SteamWorld Heist a genuine sense of charm that it does really well. When you're not gallivanting around the galaxy, chatting up new crew members or bartenders, you'll be launching boarding party attacks on enemy ships. The gunplay is a strictly line-of-sight affair that allows for the obvious western trope, bullet ricocheting. Using the right angles to line up critical hits on enemy units can be key to breaking shielded enemies. As you progress further into the game, enemies change, and with it, so must your approach in these combat situations. And this is where team composition comes into play. Every character you can recruit in the game comes with their own class of abilities and weapon preferences that'll shape your approach to each encounter. For example, you can make tank-style characters provoke enemies to attack them, while more agile teammates flank the taunted foes and deal a devastating amount of damage from behind. It's an intensely satisfying feeling to pull off these sort of double whammies, and SteamWorld Heist is full of them, but is still by no means a cakewalk. The consistency of new enemy types throughout the game can prey on even your most comfortable team of copper misfits. Enemies can and will corner your team with melee focused units, flank you with teleportation, and whittle your nerves away with shields and explosives. If you're not careful, one wrong move can mean you're walking out of there with one less steambot, and though there is no permadeath, your mission rating will be affected if you lose a teammate in the fight. But the true tension in SteamWorld Heist doesn't come from the different kinds of robotic ne'er-do-wells you'll face. No, it comes from the move it or lose it mindset you must enter every mission with, as levels contain alarms that call for a never-ending horde of more resilient and deadly adversaries. Setting off these alarms can come either immediately when missions begin or after objective triggers, but once they do, your team's condition will decide whether you stick around to pilfer the enemy's ship of loot, or make do with the booty you have before the waves of enemies grind you down to nothing. Upon finishing missions, you're granted stars for your performance based on the loot you've gathered and how many crew members are left standing on your team. Lacking enough stars can affect your ability to unlock new sectors of missions, recruit new crew members, or purchase certain items from vendors. Thankfully, it never became a problem through the 9 hours to get the right amount of stars just to finish the game. However, perfectionists, like myself, will have their work cut out for them. It's worth mentioning the soundtrack by steam-powered Giraffe is a phenomenal yet integral part of what makes SteamWorld Heist such a joy to play. The main menu's rip-roaring country ballad, the victorious folk chants upon defeating bosses, the vaudevillian music played in the background of every bar you step in. It serves as a major building block to the world that shows Image & Form's attention to the ridiculous, pays off in making SteamWorld Heist an absolute delight to listen to on top of everything else. Image & Form continue to take their own great spins on established genres with their calling card franchise. SteamWorld Heist is an immensely fun game with every facet of its creation finely tuned like a well-oiled machine, or in this case, a watered one. I give SteamWorld Heist a 5 out of 5. Hey guys, thanks for watching. SteamWorld Heist is great. It's pretty good if you haven't already seen from the rating I gave it. But yeah, it's on PC, PS4, Vita, Mac, Linux. It's coming to Xbox One. It's been on 3DS since December, so go check it out if you like turn-based strategies, and we'll see you next time.